What's up, guys? My name's Tyler. Welcome to another edition of the Lawn Review. This week we've trashed the gas and we've gone electric. Today we've got a clash of the titans. In this corner, the Muhammad Ali of electric lawnmowers, the RYOBI 40V self-propelled brushless electric walk-behind lawnmower. And in this corner, we've got the Mike Tyson of electric lawnmowers, the Ego 56V select cut multi-blade electric lawnmower. Woo! That's a mouthful. Here at the Lawn Review, we've done all the research, we've eliminated all the guesswork, so you can make the best decision for you when deciding between the RYOBI mower and the Ego mower. All right, guys, so what are the most essential, most important things to look at when you're buying your next electric mower? We're talking about battery life, storability, mowing experience, and overall price. All right, so when we're talking about battery life, the RYOBI 40V and the Ego 56V. It's pretty self-explanatory. The RYOBI has about 15 minutes less of battery power or battery time than the Ego. Now granted, that's when both of these are not using the self-propel function. When you're using the self-propel function, you can basically cut the time in about half. So I would only use the self-propel function when you need to go up a hill or you need some extra oomph to get you where you need to go. But otherwise, 45 minutes, about 60 minutes with the Ego. Okay, so storability. Honestly, with both of these, the RYOBI and the Ego, the end result is basically the exact same. It's how you get there that's a little bit different. The RYOBI has basically, you break it down right here, just like you do with the Ego, but there's multiple points that you have to pull out. You have to pull out on this side and the other side, where on the Ego, there's one lever that you just push in and it collapses. But honestly, the Ego feels more, I guess, solid would be the word. It feels like it's gonna last, whereas a lot of these components feel a little bit more flimsy and kind of like this one feels like it could just break, whereas the Ego feels a lot more solid. All right, so now we're talking about overall mowing experience. So when we're talking about deck height and width, these are virtually the exact same. They're both plastic decks. This one's 21 inches, the Ego's 21 inches, whereas the RYOBI is 20 inches. I mean, 1 inch, maybe that's one pass less on a typical mow. But the height adjustment is the exact same. I think they both have like 5 or 7 height adjustment levels, starting at 1.5 inches, moving all the way up to 4. But those are the exact same. So taking a look at weight and overall agility / maneuverability of the two, there's a reason why we called this one Mike Tyson and this one Muhammad Ali. Extremely heavy in comparison to the RYOBI. This one is extremely maneuverable. Like if you're working around corners or you have a lot of landscaping beds in your lawn, this one's gonna serve you really well because it's considerably lighter. Now this one is super heavy in comparison. Like I would say that this one's somewhere in the 35 pounds to 40 pounds, and this one's in the 20 pounds maybe. I mean, I can lift this one up with one hand, can't lift this one up with one hand. So very, very different. All right, so both these mowers have a self-propelled functionality. But I will say that the self-propelled of the Ego has a lot much more torque than the RYOBI. It honestly lurches off the starting block, whereas the RYOBI, it honestly, there's about a second or two lag from when you press the gas, so to speak, and it actually responds. And when we look at mulching / discharge capabilities, both these mowers are basically have the exact same capabilities there. Obviously, this one can bag, or you can mulch with the Ego. Basically, those are the two main discharge types you could do. They're basically the exact same. So an overall sound test, the Ego is way louder than the RYOBI. So let's get into bells and whistles of each one of these different mowers. How to start. The Ego, you hold the power button and you pull the green bar, whatever you want to call it, to start the engine and you engage the blade. With the RYOBI, you hold down the black bar, a little reversed, and then you press the start button. Now the self-propelled functionality, with the Ego, it's just a twist of the knob. If you want to increase the speed, you turn the knob forward. With the RYOBI, if you want to increase the speed or decrease the speed, there's a little sliding knob over here. So if you want to increase the speed, you slide to the right, decrease, you slide to the left. With the Ego on the dashboard over here, you can turn on the headlights or you can turn them off. You don't have that functionality with the RYOBI. There's also a battery indicator on the RYOBI, or the Ego, sorry, dashboard itself as well, but you don't have that with the RYOBI. Now as we slide down a little bit further, they both have a battery indicator on the battery itself, so all you have to do is touch the battery to see where you're at in terms of charge. And they both have cool headlights so you can mow at night. So guys, when we're talking about price, the Ego, which is available at Lowe's, is gonna run you about $30 to $40 to $50 more than the RYOBI, which is available at Home Depot of a similar model. So really what we're talking about when we're talking about differences in prices or price tiers, we're really talking about battery time. The overall components of the mower itself are going to be about the same in those different categories. So Ego is going to cost you a little bit more than RYOBI. Hey guys, in summary, basically with both these two guys, you're getting a good quality product with both of them. This one's going to be, the Ego is going to be a little bit more tighter than the RYOBI, but the RYOBI is going to be a little bit more nimble, a little bit lighter, easier to maneuver. The Ego is going to be a little bit more expensive. The RYOBI is going to be a little bit more affordable. So if price is no option to you, Ego. If you're on a budget, RYOBI. But honestly, the difference in them is not huge in terms of performance. What would I pick? I think I liked the tightness and the just overall feel of the Ego. You grip it and it feels solid. It feels like a gas mower. Whereas the RYOBI, it felt a little bit more plasticky, a little bit more like it might wear out perhaps a little bit sooner. But if you have a small lawn, if you're rocking with like less than a quarter acre, it doesn't matter. This one's gonna last you just as long. So yeah, we're not here to make the decision for you. We're just presenting the key facts. We're doing the research so you don't have to. Guys, thanks so much for checking out this week's video. If you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube page, but also make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, keep cutting. We'll see y'all again.